Hey guys, what's up? PikeSnail68 here once again, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Last time, uh, in a very long 38-minute episode that's rivaling 2 Up in Part 1 of Jack and Daxter right now, we went through shipwrecks and did everything we had to do there. This time, before we talk to Julius about that real quick, let's go speak to him about our the 2 techno ranks that we're able to get right now, because yeah, we have 30 golden cogs, so we're able to get 2. Let's just go over here. Talk to the part that has the golden cog numbers on it, please.
Oh my! You've found enough golden cogs, haven't you? These will be perfect for my latest invention. I call it the Cogulacious Boomerangulus Extrapolator. Ty, it's a machine I designed to create
Cutting edge techno rings.
Oh my! This is very nice. It's a Zoomerang! The Zoomerang has a built-in telescopic aimer. Press the Ty's view button to activate it. Use the movement stick to aim and the camera stick to zoom in and out on enemies. Extrapolator. No worries. To select it, use the previous rang and next rang buttons to cycle through your collection.
So yeah, our first techno ring is the Zoomerang, which, with a built-in telescopic aimer, the Zoomerang has the longest reach of all the rings. You can use it to zoom in on faraway objects. So, that's how far we can zoom. We can just barely see a palm tree being loaded in. Obviously, it doesn't throw that far, but yeah, it throws pretty far. That is compared to the very short distance of the regular boomerang. Let's talk to it again.
Hello! I see you found some more golden cogs.
Didn't know Julius was Nigel Thornberry with a smashing.
Let's try them out in the rang machine. Eureka! We've created a multi-rang. According to my calculations, the multi-rang will allow you to throw a lot of rangs at the same time. Phew beauty!
Okay, he's kind of wrong there, so let me show you. With the boomerang, you can only throw the 2, and then you have to wait for it to come back. With the multi-rang, yeah. You can throw up to 4 or 5 rings before having to catch them, but it does have a shorter distance than the boomerang. See, the boomerang though goes that far. Multi-rang goes a slightly bit shorter. Not as fast or far-reaching as the others, the multi-rang lets you throw multiple rings at the same time. Use it to unleash a frenzy of boomerang justice on Cass's henchmen. Jesus, didn't know Ty was part Batman. So yeah, those are our 2 new rings. Now, let's officially get to finding that talisman. Let's walk over to where Julius has his machine set up.
Jolly good, Ty. You've collected enough thunder eggs to power the machine. Let's give it a go, shall we? Outstanding! Simply outstanding! The energy levels are off the scale.
His voice is so huge. It doesn't even have an eraser.
Lock on one of the talismans.
It's a fucking golf pencil, that's what it is.
Coming through.
You guys thought it was going to be so easy to get a talisman. Nope. meet the first boss of the game, a Razorback pig known as Bull. What you have to do is get him to run into these ant hills and just hope he doesn't hit you like he did me just then. I was not able to move out of the way then. But you have to do it with like every anthill in this level, so I believe it's 5 times. And yeah, you of course have to dodge his attacks when they come at you, but they're really easy to dodge. Yeah, don't. You can't sidestep him. You literally have to wait until he's like right on top of you before you try to move out of the way, or else he won't fall for it. He'll just chase after you instead. His boss fight's really hard because you're guaranteed to like almost get hit every time that he charges at you. And you can't stand behind the piles either because he'll just slowly walk around. You gotta avoid these. But I don't care that I lost a life. I damaged him. Gotta wait for him to come at us now. I should be paying attention to him because should be. Oh no, he's still stomping. Now he digs up the rocks. Yeah, if you try to stand behind it, he'll do that bullshit. Literally bullshit because his name is Bull. But yeah, he'll break like an asshole. Oh, that was actually good. He slid into it like that. Ugh, I just noticed that he has saliva in his mouth when he opens it. Ty's just looking away like, I don't want to look around in there. And now we have the, I want to say frog.
Well done, Ty. You've retrieved the first of the ancient talismans. When Boss Cass discovers that we're out to thwart his plans, he will do all in his power to stop you. Be careful, my friend.
She'll be right, old timer.
Struck me lucky you actually found the talisman. I just might have bet on the wrong horse. Anyway, mate, Julius has got a present for you at his lab.
I've made a most exciting discovery. The talisman machine is brimming with excess energy from the fire thunder eggs. By diverting that energy to my special hyper-techno boomerang maker, I can make special elemental rangs. Watch. Simply smashing. I present to you the Flamerang. You beauty! Yes, this rang can start fires and melt ice. It even has a more powerful effect on some enemies. To select it, use the previous rang and next rang buttons to cycle through your collection. It will aid you well in your quest. Now, do try it out.
So yeah, now that we've acquired the, I want to say frog talisman, we've also acquired the Flamerang, which, harnessing the power of the fire thunder eggs, the Flamerang creates a devastating fireball on impact. Lightweight and durable, not only is it lethal to enemies, it can also melt ice. So yeah, what Julius was saying, where it may have a more devastating effect on certain enemies, He actually does mean it, in that whereas the Ruse and Blue Tongues took multiple ring hits before to take down, they now only take one ring hit each. Or I think Blue Tongues might take two still, but yeah. Uh, I don't want to do an actual level this episode, unless I do go through all this stuff really quick. Uh, so we're just gonna run around and do collectibles now that we fought Bull. Which, now that Julius has moved his machine, there is a rainbow scale there that wasn't accessible before. Oh yeah, and uh, there's only one what's it called? Can't think of the name. Fuck. One portrait that we can get, but it's not necessary, or not necessary. We'll just have to wait a little before we can get it, and now we can get the rainbow scales that are underwater. Now that we have the aqua rings, I decided to save those until we could go underwater and get them. Just making sure of a few things real quick. Okay. So, and they don't necessarily tell you what to do now, as far as where to go. But if you had been exploring around before, you would have found this cave. Well, first things first, there should be there's a rainbow scale right over here. But when you go into this cave, you will find that, come on, it's walled off by ice that Ty can't get through normally. So these boomerangs don't do nothing. But now with the flamerang, we can shatter that ice.
He's smarter than I thought.
Uh-oh. Someone else after us. Okay, I'll work that in there. Here's another scale. And welcome to Pippi Beach, as it's called. Yeah, this is a beach, guys, apparently. Let's grab that. Yeah, if you hit crates with the flamerings, they burn for a few seconds before finally breaking. Should have 17 now, right? Yeah, we do. Right? What does Julius have to say?
I imagine we shall do quite well here, because it's a perfect focal point for the talisman machine.
Yeah, that's it. I forgot to talk to him. Let's go talk to him at his lab real quick to see what he has to say about the next set of Thunder eggs.
The talisman machine requires this many ice thunder eggs to work. Why is this so? The Frostilarius eggs require a critical mass of antimatter goodness linked to challenge response quark indicators. These, in turn, re-amplify the Veta screaming oscillators for a perfunctory quantum prolapse, resulting in a podesta ball phenomenon. They're out there, so keep looking, Ty.
Whatever he said. So yeah, he's basically just telling us that we need ice thunder eggs now. 14 minutes. I'll do a little bit of the next level that we have to do, so let's just hop right into it as soon as we can get there. Let's hop into Bridge on the River Ty. Or Bridge on the River Ty.
You have done well, my friend. The information you supplied is invaluable. So someone thinks they can stop me obtaining all the talismans? Of course he will never succeed! I want this meddling mammal stopped at any cost!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Those talismans are as good as mine. Begin phase 2!
Who's the shadowy guy?
There's nothing quite like a moonlit billabong. Except maybe a moonlit billabong full of giant roaches, spiders and bats.
So yeah, here's our first level taking place at a different time of day. First things first, as soon as we turn around, there should be... Oh wait, now it's just this. And as you can see here, our opals are now blue, and when we pick them up, instead of a little red flame ember effect that they had, they now have a snowflake effect. Gee, I wonder what our next rain is going to be.
G'day, Ty. Welcome to the billabong. This is the home of me old mate, Dennis the Cheapskate.
Would have been so much funnier if they capitalized cheapskate.
He has got the biggest thundering collection this side of the Blackstone. I've tried to convince him to give some up, but he's too precious with them. I'm sure if you did some odd jobs for him, he'd be happy to throw some your way. You know what I mean? Leave it to me, Maury.
Okay, so Dennis kind of reminds me of a guy that I knew in high school. Awkward around other people. Kind of sounds like him as well. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not interested in giving out people's information on here. But, this reminds me so much of that guy. If you happen to be watching this, Stewie, Handsome Squidward, whatever you want to go, Monopoly Man. Those are all nicknames that we called him. But yeah, if you happen to be watching this, I am talking about you. Sorry, dude. Like I said, I'm not going to give your name out because I'm not that type of person. But yeah, Dennis just reminds me so much of you. And if you're watching this, you'll see what I mean in a second. And you guys will kind of have those of you who don't know the guy I'm talking about, you'll have a frame of reference for what the guy was like once we do meet Dennis. Now, where the hell is it? I know it is behind this damn... There we go. I know there's quite a bit to do in the water real quick, so... Okay, I'm behind the waterfall. I find this level to be really soothing, actually. To be completely honest. Collectible over here. No, there isn't. There's more opals. Damn it, why did you swim out of the water? Okay, here's our first Bilby. Oh, come on, really? You missed? What are you doing, mate? Okay, now let's swim back to where we started and get on track. These guys, enemies that have cricket gear, you throw your flamer ring at them, their cricket gear will start burning and they can no longer use it as a shield. So yeah. Giant fucking ants. So interesting story while I'm walking around. Okay, really? I remember way back when I was in second grade, actually. Uh, I believe we were learning about Australia or something like that, and my teacher was like, "Oh, the island of Tasmania is located just south of Australia." Me and my little second grade self, who really liked this game, I was immediately like, "Oh, is that where Ty the Tasmanian Tiger takes place?" I knew my. Looking back on it, my teacher doesn't know jack shit about what this game is, nor did like anyone in the classroom. But she's like, uh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I was a special child, to say the least. Hmm? Oh, okay. Wait, what? Okay, okay, never mind. I was reading I was reading my notes wrong. I was reading my own notes wrong. Glad I didn't really rely on notes in high school. Can't hide from you forever, invisible box. Down here and grab this cog. Should be 30. Yeah. The reason I check my portraits so much is to make sure that I have the right count, so that I don't have to go back and do a level and re-get stuff. By the way, given how there's giant spiders in this level and giant ants to a lesser extent, even though those aren't enemies, this just confirms my theory that Australia is just a location where countries create bi would it be bioweapons? Giant animals that could like kill humans with like just a look of their eye. Like just by looking at a human they can kill them. This further confirms my theory that that's true. Because holy shit, everything in Australia is like out to kill humanity. Like everything there can kill us. And they have like freaking they have spiders with like health and mana bars. It's insane. Not making fun of Australia, I'm just saying you harbor life that is just angry at humans. Really? Really? Okay, cool, we made it here. This is actually the area that I'm gonna call this episode, just because, you know, we did do a pretty good amount of stuff in this episode, and, again, giant cockroach further confirming my theory. Let's run over here, grab this golden cog. Wait, what the hell? What cog was that? Hold up. I think my count might be a bit off. maybe. Oh well. I will see you guys next time. Snail 6. This is a terrible intro. This episode, we got our 2 techno rings that we still had yet to get. We defeated the first boss known as Bull in Bull's Pen. We got the Frog Talisman and the Flame Rings. And we made it about a third of the way through Bridge on the River Ty. Next time, we'll be speaking to Dennis the Tree Frog, and we might possibly be finishing up this level. See you guys then. Really? I'm gonna kill you. No, you don't get to run away. There. Okay, now I'm satisfied. See you guys in the next episode.